Hello everybody, and welcome back to Thinking Pack episode 10, I think it is now. So, yeah. So, basically, we are currently down underground, as you can probably tell, and what we are currently doing is heading up above ground. So, and getting... Okay, this is odd. As soon as I started the screen recorder, all of a sudden my game frame rate dropped more than it usually does, so that could be a problem. I'm just going to quit some other programs. I don't have very many other programs running actually, but I'm going to get rid of them. Let's see, over here actually I can get rid of that one too. Okay, so there we go. So perhaps that will... Oh, it's running better right now. I don't know if it's just because I moved somewhere else or because it's going better. But anyways, so basically what we are doing right now is... I won't go into details because last time I gave a big explanation of what we're doing. Well, not a big explanation. I gave a brief explanation, and it turned out to take like 3 or 4 minutes of the start of the video. So I'm not really going to go over the whole thing again, what we're doing, but basically suffice it to say that we're trying to make an automatic system to get fuel for this quarry that we have on top of the mountain, and we're using programming and stuff to be able to accomplish that task. And ooh, I removed this tree here, that's nice. And I'm still getting extremely low frame rate, and I don't know why. Actually, my processor, I'm just noticing, is going up to like 90% usage for some reason, and I have no idea why that is. So I'm just going to see if I can get the game running smoother for you guys by just sort of keeping an eye on what's using a lot of processor power, a lot more than usual. But anyways, so yeah, basically what we're doing is we're taking this turtle that's here, and we're using it, sending it to this chest here, and sending it down underground, down to that place that we were at before, and into that chest down there, and taking lava buckets back and forth between them. That's the idea. And okay, hang on, I'm going to restart my screen recorder because it looks like something messed up with it and it's going crazy. So that's probably what's going on. So I'm gonna restart that. Just give me a second. Alright, so I'm not really sure what is going wrong with it, but we'll see if it works now. I checked out the settings, nothing seemed to be wrong, and I did restart my computer and stuff, and this is now actually the next day after the previous clip. I let the computer run for a while with nothing on just to see if it would fix anything. But anyways, so far it seems to be working better. So I guess we shall proceed. Let me just try spinning really fast and see if, because last time when I started spinning like this, the CPU jumped like crazy. But it doesn't seem to be doing that. So I think we're good to go. Alright, so welcome back. I know you didn't actually go anywhere probably, but or if you did, then I wouldn't be saying welcome back to you because you wouldn't be here to hear it. But anyways, yeah, it's back for me because I was gone, as I said, overnight, and now we're back. So basically, let's continue on from where we left off, and this is gonna be difficult because I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my recorder to see if it's overloading the screen recorder like I was doing last time or not. Anyways, so we got here the turtle, we got the chest, we got down at the bottom, we got this tube that we go down here and then go forward to get to that other chest that's down there. So now we want the turtle to actually be able to do that. So what we're going to do, bigger picture, I think I explained this already, but just to be clear, basically, and also I don't know if I explained it in this episode or a previous one, but basically, so getting the lava power to the quarry from the lava lakes, we need to take the lava that is just sitting in the lava lakes and transfer it up here somehow. So I'm doing it through buckets, which, there's a bucket. And so I'm doing it through buckets, and we got here, basically, this is just the system to get it from underground to the surface. So I'm going to have probably pipes or something. I'm going to have to work that out, but I'm going to have some sort of a thing to go from the chest to the engines. There's only one engine right now, but there will be engines. So some sort of a pipe or something to go from the chest to the engines is what I'm thinking. But for now, we're working on the part, and we also need a part later to get from the lava lakes into the chest, which I didn't actually figure out how to do that yet. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so here we go. So we got the turtle here, and we got the chest, and let me just make sure that my sound is actually coming in. Yeah, it does appear to be coming in. So now we got some buckets. So what we want to do, we want to get this turtle. Let's actually, I was going to say let's start it from down there. Let's start it from up here, because that's the best place to start it from. So actually, I just remembered that I need the, well, I suppose I don't need, but the, I wrote out the program, as I was saying. I don't know if it was this episode or last episode. I'm getting all confused. But I wrote out a program to be able to do that, and so that I could like sort of figure it out ahead of time and then be able to just demonstrate it afterwards, or just like be able to just explain it and demonstrate it in the video. But sorry, trying to do two things at once is not easy. Not for me, anyway. Okay, so basically, I opened the program so that I can read it, so that I can sort of have some idea what I'm doing. So basically, what we need to do is go in the turtle, and we don't need trying stuff anymore. So delete trying stuff. There we go. So we got none of our programs on the turtle anymore. So now what we need is, we need a chest here. Actually, let's finish the setup first, or let's work on it, because I'm going to need quite a few lava buckets for this too. Well, I suppose I won't need them, but, oh, actually, yeah, I will. At least 16 lava buckets for this to work the way that I'm intending for it to work. So I'm going to head down and start cooking up some iron. I don't think we have any iron like this. Yeah, I don't think we do. So I'm just going to go straight down, not bother spending the time to look through all the furnaces. So, yeah, so 16 iron buckets. So for 16 iron buckets, it's 3 iron per bucket. So that means we're going to need quite a lot of iron, actually. 16, that would be 48. 48 iron. So let's see where we can... Did I see some iron over here? I don't think so. There is iron somewhere down in these caves, and I don't remember where, unless we got it already. That could be the case. We could have gotten it already, but I don't think we got all of it. But I'm not entirely sure. So let's find out. So down here, there's no iron. Oh, there's some iron. So we didn't get all of it. So yeah, so 16 buckets. So I said it was 48 iron that we needed. We already actually have 1 bucket, so that's actually doing pretty well. So basically then, once we have the buckets, then I think that's all the setup that I need to get the setup, I guess you could say. So let's see, there's redstone. This is actually going to take a while. That's gonna be rather interesting. So it's helpful, though, the fact that I left a lot of iron in the caves when we were going through, but I don't think I left enough iron in the caves, because 48 iron, there's the iron, we got 5 already. So yeah, this is going to be somewhat of a long time. Of course, if we get larger veins of iron like this, well, slightly larger, being 3, then that would make it go faster. But anyways, so now these tunnels are a little more difficult, seeing as I can't actually see both ends of the tunnel at once. So yeah, so let's see. Did I just see? No, I didn't see any iron over here. So I think probably the best thing to do would be to start digging, because, oh, well, I could dig iron because that's even more helpful. But anyways, so I think probably just starting to dig would be actually the best thing to do. You know what? Maybe I can make do with this. How many is this? 15 plus 2, that's 17. 17 divided by 3, well, 18 iron divided by 3 would be 6. So we got 5 buckets here, and we got a 6th bucket that we can make up there. I think actually I think we could make the program to account for having less than a full inventory of buckets. So let's head up and take care of that. So yeah, so we're on our way, as you can tell. And okay, my CPU has gone up to half usage already, which is higher than I'd like to see it, but it seems to be handling okay, so that's pretty good. So anyways, so after a little detour to go retrieve some iron, we're about ready to proceed. And I'm just checking if there's any iron in the furnaces that I forgot about, but I don't think there is. I had some coal, actually. That's the bigger question, is what happened to my coal? What happened to my coal? There's my coal. Alright. Let's stick the iron in. There we go. So now we got the iron smelting, so now we can leave that going while we are going up the mountain to start working on the program. So we got 1 bucket to work with, so let's work with that for now. So basically, let's start with, we need this thing to actually move. So let's create a new program. So whoops, that's not how you spell edit. There we go. Edit, what do we want to call it? Let's call it Lava Elevator. That's actually the name of the test program I was writing. So, Lava Elevator, and I'm just going to press Control to save it. Control and then Enter to press the save button. So, we need a way to get this thing to go down to the chest down there. So, let's call it go to, whoops, it needs to be a function for the way we want to do this. So, function, using all the tools that we learned last time, function go to lava, let's call it that. Nope, lava, there we go. That's how you spell lava. Function go to lava, and that's where the function ends. And okay, so what we want this to do is we want the turtle to go down. So basically, we want it to go down, and then when it gets down to the bottom, then go forward and run into the chest up there. So we want it to, let's use a repeat loop for this. Might work well. Repeat, and then until, and this is where the repeat loop ends. So repeat, so turtle dot down, and I'm gonna try to explain this a little better in a second. So basically, we want it to repeat go down, so it's going to keep going down until once it gets down there, then there's a block of stone down there. And actually, let's change that, because one thing we can do is we can have the turtle basically detect if there is something, like if there's a specific type of block beneath it. So yeah, so that's the thing we can have it do. So let's set it up to do that. And I think perhaps birch wood would be a good block to use. Let's see. Oh, here's a question. Can I actually get down? This is probably a dumb idea, but let's try it. So, like that, and get ready on number 4. What I'm basically going to do is break the block and then place one lower down, and I'm probably going to die. Let's try it. Oh, yep, I died. Okay, where am I? Oh dear. Okay, I don't even know where to go. Okay, hang on, pause. I'm going to check. That is actually the benefit of recording videos, is that you can check what your previous position was. So let's check out this one. And there's let's see. Did I show the coordinates in this video anywhere? Let's see. Was it back here? No. No. Okay, I'm gonna find this and then come back once I've found it. Okay, so I just found the coordinates. Oh, actually, I don't even need the coordinates. It's right over the hill. Well, how unobservant of me. So let's head over the hill. Or actually, it's right here even. So this is actually pretty well hidden. If this were like a fortress or something, it's pretty well hidden. If I just remove the quarry frame from the top of the hill, then you can't find it unless you actually stumble down upon it. And I'm pushing a cow down into the mine. That is probably not polite of me. So, all right, so we're right over here. And let's go retrieve our stuff. We wanted to get down to the bottom anyways. So, there we go. So let's just, we're down here now. That was a little more adventurous way to do it, but at least it works. So, what we want, basically, we can have, what I was saying was we can have the turtle detect a certain type of block. So, like, what happens if something gets in the way in the tunnel or something, let's say... well, it wouldn't be a chicken, but let's say a chicken walked in the way or something. I know if the player's in the way, the turtle won't move. I don't know about other things, chickens and whatever. So we don't want it to just go... I don't want it to just go until it runs into something and then go forward, because I don't think that would work really well. And what if I accidentally, like, I was digging higher up or something, and then I stuck a block in the way of the tunnel or something, then all of a sudden... then the turtle wouldn't keep going. All of a sudden it would start going forward higher up in the tunnel where it's not supposed to, and maybe I have a room there or something, and all of a sudden the turtle's going in the room in my building, and then that wouldn't really work very well. So we want it to be able to know for sure that it's hit the bottom of the tunnel. So I'm going to use birchwood because I don't often build with birchwood anyways, so that should be a fairly good way to tell the turtle if it's gonna know if it's the bottom of the tunnel or not. So let's put the birchwood down here, and so then the turtle will come down, and as soon as it detects that there's a birchwood, then it'll go forward. So that's what we want it to do. And in order to get it to do that, though, I'm gonna need to get actually back up to the turtle to be able to do that in the first place. So basically now what will happen, and apparently we're gathering some animals down in the cave. That's rather interesting. They must have found it intriguing for some reason. But anyways, so I was saying that what'll basically happen now is that the turtle will go down, and then, like, if ever the quarry runs out of fuel, that's just because the turtle's run into something or whatever, and we need to, like, clear out the path. It won't be because that the turtle goes off course or anything. It'll just be because it ran into something. So here we go. So we need turtle dot down, and we want until the turtle discovers birchwood. And I need to know, let's see. F3 doesn't actually tell me what birchwood says to the turtle, because we need a very specific name for it. I'm going to put it below the turtle and save the program, exit, and I'm going to open the Lua prompt because this is basically a place where you can type in Lua code and it'll give you results live. So what I want to do is I want it to tell me what that block is, what the turtle sees it as. So what's the command I'm looking for? Turtle dot inspect. There we go. Turtle dot inspect. Nope. See, here's what I was wanting to do, but facing the wrong direction. So let's try that again. Turtle dot inspect down. There we go. So it says true. So basically there is a block there. And then inside those squiggly brackets, it says name equals Minecraft:log and metadata equals 10. And I think metadata can be a lot of different things. And I'm not entirely sure what it means in this context, but that's not relevant to our purposes right now. What we just want to know is that it's called Minecraft:log. So exit. And we can restart, and let's edit lava elevator. So until what was the command that I want to use? So we need something to compare it to. So we can type in here, we can type in Minecraft:log, but it won't know what to do with that, I don't think. So we want it to do a very specific thing with it. So what we want to do is have something to compare it to. So we want to compare, like, if there's a block beneath you, then stop going down, basically. So the way I like to do that is with variables. So we could make... You know what? Actually, this brings up something I forgot to explain in the previous video about the ComputerCraft programming and stuff. Is I forgot to explain tables and arrays or tables is the same thing. It's just a different name for it. So this has to do with that, and I'm not really sure how to explain it, but basically... Oh, you know what? I can explain it this way, because... Let's see. If I save, exit, go back into the Lua prompt here. Okay, so if I type turtle dot inspect, then you can see, let's do inspect down, just because that's what we're working with. Okay, so you can see it says true, and then it says name equals Minecraft:log, metadata equals 10. Basically, that's all information inside this command. This is all the information that you get from this command. And the problem is that's a lot of different information, and variables, I'm pretty sure, can only store one type of information at a time. So basically, like one piece of information, basically. So if, like, so this, we get a true or false, we get what the name is, we get the metadata, and that's 3 different pieces of information, and a variable can only store 1. So you can make a variable, and I don't know if it actually works in the Lua prompt like this or not, but we'll find out. So let's call it variable, and then make it equal to, let's just say x, just for the sake of simplicity. X equals, and then if we do turtle, let's spell it correctly, get my fingers in the right order, turtle dot inspect down. Okay, so x equals turtle dot inspect down. So now if we type x, it will tell us true, because the variable can only store one piece of information, so it just stores the true part and doesn't keep the rest of it. What we can actually do is set this up as a table which can store multiple pieces of information, basically. So there's different ways to do that, but basically the standard way is with a squiggly bracket like there, and a squiggly bracket there. And if I did that right, if we type X, see, it's suggesting we can put a dot in. If we just type X like that, then you see instead of just saying true, it says true, and it has the name and it has the metadata included. If we do what it wanted to do with X dot, we can do X dot name. Nope, actually I did that wrong. Why does it suggest a dot? Because actually now I'm remembering the dot, I think I've used it other places before. Well, you know what? This is another example of trial and error, and if you happen to be someone who understands the programming, you can maybe, and if you feel like explaining to me why it's suggesting a dot here, but it won't do anything with it, then that would be wonderful. But anyways, so that's one thing you can do. So now we type X, and it says the whole thing. But another thing you can do, instead of doing X like this, is we can do, let's go back to, here we go. So we got our array or table in ComputerCraft. It's called tables. But anyways, so here, if we remove these squiggly brackets again, you can see what we got here is we've got basically 3 different pieces of information, and the true is one, and then we've got the name and the metadata, and I think, okay, oh yeah, so here we go. So what we can do also is inspect down. We can give it, instead of one variable containing all the bits of information, we can do like multiple variables basically. So if we say is block, that's one, and then we put a comma, and then we type another variable, like let's say what block, and so then here enter, and so now if we type is block, it says true. And then if we type what block, here's where the dot comes in. So I don't know why it was suggesting a dot before, but anyways, now what block dot metadata or dot name. So basically we can do what block dot name, and it'll say Minecraft : log. If we do instead what block dot metadata, it will say 10. So that's where the dot comes in. So it's just a different way, because let's go back to the previous, let's type in the command again up here. So if you look at this, if you look very carefully, those squiggly brackets, first it says true, then it has the squiggly brackets, and then it has information inside them. And so that's basically what we're doing with these variables, is we're doing the first variable gets the first bit of information, and then the second variable gets the bit of information that's inside the squiggly brackets. And so then the dot is which specific information we want inside those squiggly brackets. So that's basically, if that makes any sense, hopefully that does, but if that makes any sense, then good. But anyways, so if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. But anyways, so, okay, let's get back into Lava Elevator. So with that explained, then we can make variables. So let's say is block down, and let's say comma, and let's say what block, that's not how you spell block, what block down. And so that's 2 different variables for the bits of information here. That's not an equal sign, there we go. And turtle dot inspect down, there we go. So is block down, what block down are equal to turtle dot inspect down. So basically what we want at this point is just to say repeat this until, so every time it repeats, it checks, is there a block below me, and what block is below me? And we want it to repeat until it says, what block down, that's not how you spell down, there we go, until what block down dot name, this is the dot that I was showing you before, is equal to Minecraft log. So repeat until what block down dot name is equal to Minecraft log. So basically what this should do, if I did it correctly, is it should keep going down until it finds a log like this, and then it'll stop going down. So if I put a log down like that, then actually it won't do anything right now because it's all in a function. So let's go down here and let's tell it to run the function. Go to lava. There we go. Go to lava, open bracket, close bracket. There we go. So that tells it to run the function. So now let's do lava elevator. And you can see it went down until it found the log and then it stopped. So now, in that situation, what could have happened, I know it didn't happen though, but what could have happened is that the loop didn't work or whatever, and so it just went down one. But that's a possibility, but I don't think that is very likely at all. But anyways, so that's just something to keep an eye out. Sometimes if it looks like it works, it doesn't necessarily work. So just, it's best to test it in several different situations. Like normally I would want to test this with like, put the log like a lot farther down the tunnel or whatever and see if it keeps going longer and stuff. So it's a good idea to test everywhere you want, but we're not going to do that right now. So, because I'm actually pretty confident that it did do what we were supposed to do. So anyways, that is not an axe. There we go. So, here's the first part. So go to lava. We want it to keep going down until what block down is equal to Minecraft log. So then it'll stop going down. And let's actually write the next bit of code once we get down. So what I'm gonna do actually is, we already have a log down at the bottom of the hill, so I'm going to stand on top of the turtle and tell it to run the program. Oh, sorry, I have to actually do like that. There we go. So now we're going to keep going down, and it's going to keep going down until we run into the lava. So we got a nice elevator here, which is nice. I think it only goes down there though, but anyways, so yeah, so here we go past the water, and it's probably about time to end the episode here. So we got the first little piece of the program working, so that's wonderful, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we're stopped now, and let's just get off of the turtle, and let's check it out. So yeah, so it did indeed stop. So next time we're going to get it to, once it hits the bottom here, go forward until it hits the chest. So yeah. So actually, I think I should move the chest because otherwise the turtle will be blocking the pathway. So if I put the chest over there, then the turtle won't be blocking the pathway. So anyways, yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, so see you later. And next time we're going to continue doing the programming project. So, yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.